Okay, for the benefit of our Table Rock Sports viewers, prior to going on the radio side, we are going to bring you live streaming coverage of the Mazama Senior Night festivities. Obviously, Mazama is going to be in the playoffs next week, but officially this is Senior Night, the last regular season game of the campaign. And so we will have the audio from public address announcer Tom Keller and the camera work of Fast David. And we'll get as many of these seniors on camera so you may have this to keep for years to come.
All right, this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be recognizing our graduating seniors. Our first senior is Tyler Aguilar. Tyler is escorted by his mom, his brother Dylan, grandma and step-grandpa, girlfriend Chelsea, cousin Jen, Michael, Elsie, Trevin. His sports include 3 years of football, 2 years as varsity starter, 4 years of basketball, 1 year as a varsity starter, 2 years varsity track, 1 year varsity cross country, His favorite high school memory is pregame in the locker room and bus rides home. After high school, Tyler plans to join the military as a firefighter, and after that go to college to pursue fire science and medical degrees. Our next senior is Jaden Backer. Jaden's escorted by his mom, Ellie, stepdad, Jeff, dad, Jeremy, and his siblings, Chloe, Ethan, and Tim. Jaden has competed in football for 3 years, and he'll be playing his 4th year of baseball this spring. Jaden also played the drums in high school band all 4 years. His favorite high school memory is hanging out with the boys on the bus rides back after the game. After high school, Jaden plans on playing baseball and becoming an automotive engineer. Our next senior is Trace Horton. Trace is escorted by his mom, Michelle, dad, Dylan, grandma, Angie White, sister, Courtney Horton, and girlfriend, Haley Strawberry. Trace has competed in football, wrestling, and track. He was on the state championship football team 2 years ago. He is a 3-time wrestling state qualifier. He also placed 4th at track district in the 400-meter race and pole vault. His favorite high school memory is all of the bus rides for sports trips, especially going to Reno his freshman year. After high school, Trace plans on fighting fire for a season or 2, and then enlisting in the military, probably the Air Force. Our next senior is Trevor Anderson. Trevor is escorted by his parents Shane and Shannon McDonald and Rick and Paula Anderson. Trevor has competed in football, basketball, baseball, and golf. Achievements he has earned for football include first team all-conference running back, first team all-conference linebacker, all-state honorable mention linebacker, and he is ranked as the #2 linebacker in all of the Oregon for Scorebook Live's top-ranked player. His favorite high school memory is hanging out with all his teammates at the team dinners. After high school, Trevor plans on playing football for Oregon State University or Linfield University and pursuing a career in physical therapy. Our next senior is Brendan Monteith. Brendan is escorted by his parents Damon and Sherry, grandparents Larry and Marine, and his uncle Lauren. Brendan has played 3 years of varsity football, 2 years of basketball, and 3 years of baseball. He is on track to be valedictorian his senior class. His favorite memory is the bus ride home after winning state his sophomore year. After high school, Brendan plans on attending a 4-year university and pursuing a degree in medicine or business. Our next senior is Brody Hubble. Brody is escorted by his parents James and Mary Ann, sister Lexi, brother-in-law Corey, their babies Quentin and Dale, and his girlfriend Lottie. Brody has played 4 years of football and has received awards for first team receiver, first team linebacker. He has also played 3 years of basketball as well as 3 years of baseball, where he received second team outfield award. His favorite high school memory is his freshman year bus rides, joking around with the boys, and after high school, Brody plans to either go to college to play sport or go to a trade school to become a lineman for the tower company. Our next senior is Caleb Moran. Caleb is escorted by his mom Rebecca and dad Tim. Caleb has played 3 years of football and has received an honorable mention all-conference award. His favorite high school memory is his freshman football team having a good season with only 12 players. After high school, Caleb plans to attend medical school and pursue his nursing degree. Our next senior is Keegan McDonald. Keegan is escorted by his mom Amber, dad Jason, and sister Ireland. Keegan has played 2 years of varsity football and earned second team all-conference award. He also completes in varsity basketball and track. His favorite high school memory is dinners with the team. After high school, Keegan plans on playing college football, with college still to be decided. Our next senior is Mason Nowak. Mason is escorted by his mom Jessica, stepdad Tony, dad Curtis, and stepmom Jenna. Mason has played football for Mazama for 4 years. His favorite memory is his JV football season when they did not have a single point scored on them. After high school, Mason plans on going to KCC for the firefighting program and getting his degree in fire science. Our next senior is Nakai Shoda Pelletier. Nakai is escorted by his dad, Ali, mom Brittany, Anthony, Selena, grandma Sonia, and other family. Nakai has played 3 years of football and baseball, and he will be competing in his 4th year of basketball. His favorite high school memory is the team dinner with the boys. After high school, Kai plans on going to college where he hopes to play basketball and will also study for his business major to one day become a business executive. He also plans to pursue a minor in the medical field. Our next senior is Dominic Schreiber. Dominic is escorted by his parents, JC and Ashley, brother Isaiah, and girlfriend Tawny. Dominic has competed in football and wrestling, lettered in both, and went to state for wrestling. His favorite high school memory is his freshman year at football camp. After high school, Dominic plans to pursue welding and fabricating. Our next senior is Brendan Solis. Brendan is escorted by his dad, Sean, mom, Eva Yuri, and sister, Taylor Allen. He has competed in 4 years of football, 2 years of wrestling, and will play in his 4th year of baseball this spring. His favorite high school memory is whooping Henley every year in football. After high school, Brendan plans on going to college for welding. Our next senior is Sean Sweet. Sean is escorted by his father, Bob Sweet, and his brother, Alan. Sean has played 4 years of football and feels his greatest achievement is the progress he made his sophomore year. His favorite high school memory is the football camps the team has gone to. After high school, Sean plans to join the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife until he is 21 and then join the police academy. And our last senior is Raymond Vila. Raymond is escorted by his parents Elizabeth and Arturo Vila, brother Taylor, and sister Danny. He has competed in football, basketball, and track. His favorite high school memory is getting to go to the Skyline Conference semifinal game last year. After high school, Raymond plans to attend KCC and major in welding manufacturing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round for our graduating seniors. Congratulations, gentlemen. And at halftime, we'll be doing the cheerleaders.
Okay, Dennis, at the radio side, we're going to go on air in 1 minute and 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, 1 minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
Actually, Dennis will wait till the end of the anthem. We'll wait till the end of the anthem here. So I'll give you, as soon as the anthem is over, I'll give you a cue. Stand by, Dennis. I'll reset the clock. Okay, Dennis, we're going to go in 21 seconds, 20 seconds. Ready to roll?
Ready to rock and roll.
Welcome to Viking Field, Mazama High School, in the final regular season football game of 2022.
Yes, it is.
As the Vikings of Mazama take on defending state champion Marshfield Pirates out of Coos Bay. Marshfield coming into tonight's game with a 6-2 record overall, 4-1 in the conference. The Vikings undefeated in conference at 5-0. Overall 8-0, ranked number 1 in the state. But a win is necessary tonight to win that conference championship, the Big Sky Conference Championship outright, David.
Well, coming down to it, Marshfield they had our number last year. I think the last time we did a Marshfield game together, we went home and we were shut out. And here we are. Mazama, even though they've got the record and they've got the ranking, if we want the outright title, we've got to win this game. Otherwise, we could possibly end up with a 3-way tie.
Henley hosting North Bend tonight, and if they win and Marshfield happens to up in Mazama, you would have a 3-way tie at 4-1. And then going into the state playoffs next week, it would depend on the power rankings on who gets the home games, in particular later in the playoffs. I think Mazama has pretty much solidified a home game next week. Having said that, losing a game tonight may not get them a home game after the first round. They would like to have 2 home games.
Yeah, this isn't a gimme by any way, shape, or form, and it is as close to a must-win as an undefeated team could have at the end of the season.
Dennis Langford is our in-studio producer on the radio side. Randy Adams and Fast David here on TableRockSports.net and CBS Sports Radio in Klamath Falls. Joe Brett, the executive producer of Table Rock Sports. And we bring you this final regular season game. We also want to remind you, for your Table Rock Sports viewing pleasure, the Mazama Viking volleyball team is scheduled to match up with North Bend tomorrow in the first round of the state playoffs. And it won't be on radio, but it will be on video.
Well, there's a first for my broadcasting career.
I'm going to
I don't even think I've
you.
been to a high school volleyball game.
It's been a while for me. But it'll be fun to go out and do that tomorrow
I've been watching
afternoon.
my granddaughter play Y volleyball. I hope that gives me some acumen and insight into our
Get
into
the lingo
process.
down,
Yep,
did you?
You bet, I did.
Okay, very good, very good. Mazama in the home black uniforms tonight with the blue numerals on the back. So we'll do our best to get these numbers as correct as we can. The visiting Pirates in the white jerseys, the purple pants, the purple helmets, and, of course, the Vikings at home for their final regular season game. And it is nice to be back at Viking Field and on the artificial turf after that wild game we had last week at Henley.
That was one for the ages. It really was. Pick up any football cliche out of the depths of your mind and apply it to that game. It was anybody's game up until the very end. We had weather. We had
and the weather
packed. It was everything. The stands
the
were
weather
packed.
was almost as if it was on cue. When
really
the teams
was.
were making these deep drives and big drives, the weather would take off and do weird things, and the wind was blowing like crazy. Yeah, it was a fun night, and we want to thank Power Pack Rental and Sales, Harry Mock, Jeff Mock, for going above and beyond, getting us set up again this year for the second year in a row.
That's right. The Taj Mahal of scissor lifts for our broadcasting pleasure.
We couldn't have done it without Jeff and Harry, and we appreciate their support.
Indeed we do.
We're throwing their commercials on throughout the rest of the football and basketball season here on CBS Sports Radio. Well, the Vikings coming off of 2 losses last year to Marshfield. One was in the preseason. The second one, I think, was a semifinal postseason game, and
I
they
think
got
it was
shut out.
36-0, if I remember correctly.
That was in Grants Pass, if I recall. Mazama losing that one. Vikings will receive the kick here against the Pirates, and they'll be moving from right to left.
Right.
If you're tuning in to CBS Sports Radio wondering where the Blazer game is, that is on 1450 AM or 102.5 FM tonight, as we've got sports on both AM stations that Wynn Broadcasting owns. Well, the Pirates will be kicking off, and we'll get set for a good night of football. Couldn't have asked for a better regular season finale tonight. As Overton Petty is the kicker, and he puts the ball in play. Mazama's going to return down the right-hand side. Sideline, 45, 50, and out of bounds, but a great return for Mazama down the far sideline in Marshfield territory all the way near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's got to be the 40. It's right in line with my favorite poll.
That's right. We have the polls to work
That's
with.
right. The polls to worry about.
1st and 10 for Mazama as they had a great kickoff return there. JV game was won by Mazama as well tonight, and that team going undefeated in their season this year once again. Congratulations to the Mazama JVs. They beat Marshfield earlier tonight. All right, 1st and 10 for Mazama from the far side hash. Handoff is to Anderson, and Trevor goes straight forward with it. No surprise there. And he bangs his way to about the 35-yard line. Actually, to
31,
the 31.
Almost the first down.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Picking up quite a few yards there. 2nd down and a short 2 or a long 1 for the Vikings.
I don't have official statistics to back this fact up, but I believe my feeble mind remembers us scoring on every opening drive this season.
I think you're right about that. Well, no, there's that one in Estacada when we went
That's
3
right.
and out.
That's right. There we go.
Here's Tyson Van Gastel going up the middle, cutting out right side, and then going straight up the middle with it. And Tyson's going to get a first down and more for the Vikings. This Marshfield team last year ran the table, but they had a quarterback named Dom Montiel, if you remember him. And that kid now playing college football, and rightfully so. He was a great athlete.
Do you know where he ended up?
I do not. I thought Oregon State was what I heard the last I heard. Oregon State was where he might end up after all of that. 1st and 10 at the 18, far side hash for the Vikes. And they'll go to the left-hand side with a run. Inside the 10 to about the 6 and down. Trace Horton with the carry for Mazama.
It's what he does best. 1st and goal from the, let's call it the 4-yard line, 5-yard line.
Trace with another good run. You've got Horton, Anderson, and Brody Hubble in the backfield.
Yes, and the horn lets us know it's a first down.
We hope to hear that horn quite a few times tonight.
Exactly.
10:24 left opening quarter. Mazama knocking on the door. 1st and goal at the Marshfield 5-yard line. Van Gastel up under center. Goes straight forward with it on the push. Can he get in? No, he does not, but he gets the ball closer to the goal line.
Gets awful close.
And it will be 2nd down. Second and goal at the 1. Good drive for Mazama here.
It's a good way to start off a football game.
Well, especially against a program like Marshfield. Such a great tradition.
Big time is the best way to describe those guys.
They are 6-2. They're no slouch coming into this game by any means. 4-1 in the Big Sky. Up under center, Van Gastel. Vikings push forward. And it's a touchdown, Mazama. Believe that was Trevor Anderson going into the end zone for a Mazama touchdown. And the Vikings are off early. Although I gave the points on the scoreboard to the wrong team, I'll correct that. 6-0 our score, Mazama with the lead.
Well, that's as close as they're going to get to being in the lead. How's that sound?
Our guys in the production truck, we can blame them, right?
Sure.
Mazama going to go for 2. They've been doing this quite a bit the last few games. As Van Gastel comes out, pitches to the left-hand side.
And it's good.
And the Vikings get the 2-point conversion. I think that was Hubble, was it not? Did not see who got the pitch, but Mazama got 2 more points out of the deal. So a great drive for Mazama to start the game. They're not going to be shut out tonight by the Marshfield Pirates. I'll tell you that. 9:28 left in the opening quarter. It's the Vikings 8 and the Pirates nothing. Back after this 1-minute break. CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
A short return for Marshfield after a Trace Horton kickoff. And Mazama with an 8-0 lead. We'll see what the Marshfield Pirates can do here.
Who's at quarterback? We were told earlier that their regular quarterback might be out, but I haven't been able to verify a number yet.
Neither have I. I'm waiting to... I talked to Matt Jarvis, the long time, who's retiring at the end of the year, by the way.
You were telling me that.
Marshfield broadcaster, and he didn't even know tonight who they might go with. On first down, they're going to hand it off, and a pretty good run straight up the middle, but it appears that the quarterback...
Landon Croft?
Landon Croft. 6'1", 190, and a
senior,
yeah.
Replacing a sophomore that's been running amok.
Good gain. Well, back to the original line of scrimmage, not much. I thought...
no, he's got 4 yards.
Well, they finally got it on the board. Board says 2nd and 10. I won't look at that anymore. As the 2nd and 6 play comes to the far side of the field, and Marshfield doesn't get much there at all. It'll be 3rd down. Scoreboard says 3rd and 58. Yeah, I'm not going with that one tonight. I'm going to go with the yard markers. 3rd down.
No, I think it says 3rd and 6 on the 28.
Now it says 3rd and 6. A moment ago it said 3rd and 56. Here's a snap to Croft, pump fake.
Here's the first down.
And there's a catch and a first down made up the 37, 38-yard line. Marshfield Pirates coming into town, used to playing at sea level, obviously, and here they are at 4,300 feet.
You know, those of us that live here don't think that's too big a deal, but unless you spend some time working and walking and running and doing all the things that we do on a normal basis, first time you get into this, it'll surprise you.
Mitchell George making the catch on the play for Marshfield, giving them a new set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Short pass was a good call.
As the Vikings with an 8-0 lead here early. Take the snap. Pirates do. Croft goes downfield, has a man through his hands and incomplete. Threw it into coverage, but he was open.
The ball was there.
It will be an incomplete pass, stopping the clock, and it will be 2nd down. Just underway here at Viking Field. 2nd down and 10 at the 39, 7:51 left opening quarter. Mazama leading at 8-0. Highway 42 and I-5, and then over 140, busy with both North Bend and Marshfield in town tonight. North Bend playing at Henley. Man goes in motion to the far side. Croft will go to him over there on a little slant pass. It's caught, 45-yard line, back to a
maybe line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe where it was before, but that's about
He got half a yard. He's behind my pole, but I can see it.
And it will be 3rd down and 9 for the Pirates of Marshfield, who do not huddle much, as you can tell here. They'll come with trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage. And the ball set on the far side hash mark. Back to throw is Croft on 3rd down. Going up top. Throws.
Way overthrown.
Incomplete. 4th and 9. Stopping the clock with 7:17 left. Halftime, we are expecting a visit from Greg Mulkey. Greg is the athletic director at Marshfield, who's made the trip over to Klamath Falls tonight. He is also the director of the Class 4A Boys and Girls State Basketball Tournament.
Basketball starts in, 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's getting started, and we're going to talk a little basketball with Greg coming up. 4th down, Marshfield will punt from their own 28-yard line. Good snap and a pretty good kick. And it takes a darn good Marshfield bounce, and now a rush for the football. And that could have been trouble for Mazama there. They fell on it.
Yeah, it just takes one touch, and it's fair game for either team.
And that kick from Robinson took a great bounce, giving Mazama some more difficult field position to work with here. They're backed up inside their own 20.
No problem, says Fast David. No problem.
With an 8-0 lead. And Trevor Anderson, one of the 3 running backs in the formation from the wing. Vikings give it to Anderson straight ahead.
First down. That's what he does.
And Trevor, I believe, leading the conference in rushing.
Well, if he isn't, he certainly should be.
Pounds his way for a first down and then some for the Vikings. All the way up
32?
Across the 30, the 33-yard line. First down. Tyler Aguiar comes wide to the near side of the line of scrimmage. And up under center is Tyson Van Gastel, who will hand it off again.
Close to a first down, pickup of 8.
Trevor Anderson once again. And you know, knock on wood, David, last year we had Zeke Heaton as a running back get banged up late in the ball in the season, in the regular season, and then we had a couple other players that were banged up, but Mazama's health has really surprised me this year. They haven't really had a problem.
I'm glad you followed up on that, because that was a question I was going to ask earlier, is how are we doing? And it seems, just by what your statement there, is that we're ready for the playoffs.
Second down and 2, gain of 8 with the ball at the 40-yard line for Anderson and the Vikings, who have a 8-0 lead here. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Van Gastel from the far side hash will hand the ball off, and it will be first down. Mazama inside again to Anderson to about the 47. And again, this is one of those things where you tell the defense, if you can stop it, stop it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we do. There's no questioning what's coming at you if you're on the defensive side of that ball. It's just up to you to make the adjustments and find the man. And so far this season, it's what Mazama's been doing best to everybody.
Matt Jarvis, the Marshfield play-by-play guy, was talking to him before the game. I said, well, you'll see us throw the ball quite a bit, maybe 5 or 6 times. And he said,
in
really?
2 games.
Yeah. he just couldn't fathom that. And I said, no, we just run the ball. That's what we do. First and 10 Vikes, approaching midfield, still in their own territory. And Marshfield reading that one well at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nothing that time.
Stopping the run, no gain. If there's a gain, it's only a half yard.
Well, actually, he got 3 out of that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
They give him a good spot then.
Well, we've seen our share of bad spots, so
Yeah.
we got a few good ones coming our way,
We've got
right?
a couple of gratuitous calls.
Gratuitous
hopefully.
calls.
Gratuitous calls.
Randy Adams, ever the diplomat.
Second down, and we'll call it 8. Long 7, short 8. Vikings right at the Viking and midfield.
How appropriate.
Right on the 50-yard line from the far side hash mark, open field to the near side. And the Vikes again go straight forward and plunge the ball down to the 44-yard line of Marshfield.
Third and short, maybe 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
And when they spot the chain, it will be about 3rd and 1. Another good gain there.
Keep rolling. This drive started at our own 18.
And the Vikings have had some pretty significant long sustained drives, taking 6-7 minutes off. That one at Henley, perhaps the best they've had all year. At least it was the most timely. Third down, straight forward the ball goes. No, I'm sorry, they go to the outside. They come to the outside. I thought they're going out.
Well, you're not mistaken. He went forward, and then we got the pole in the way, and he went forward, gained a couple of yards, and then turned the corner and went to the left. And
Tyson Van Gastel using those legs.
Yeah, for sure.
6'3" junior quarterback. Running it out of bounds. It will be a first down Mazama at the Marshfield 35-yard line. 3 minutes and 6 seconds, 36 seconds left.
Name something you haven't seen yet tonight.
A pass.
A flag.
Oh, so far, I've seen Marshfield pass, but not a Mazama pass tonight. And you're right, no flags so far. Mazama had plenty of them to talk about last week against the Henley Hornets.
We got all those flags out of our system for the rest of the playoffs. There he goes.
Vikings go with a great run down to the 20-yard line. Was that Trace Horton? Another first down for the Vikes. You key on Anderson, and then you leave those other guys untouched sometimes.
A lot of strong bodies, strong legs, and good hands.
First down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Mazama knocking on the Marshfield door again, already leading at 8-0. Marshfield coming in as a number 9 ranked team in the state. Mazama ranked number 1. Number 2 is LeGrand.
Really?
And number 3 is Henley. No, excuse me. Number 4 is Henley. Vikings.
Here goes the touchdown.
Into the end zone. Oh, he's down at the 2.
Stopped him short. I almost misspoke.
Trace Horton all the way down to the, well, we'll call it the 2. First down, Vikes. They're knocking on the door again. Yeah, Henley's ranked 4th. Marist is ranked 3rd. Which is odd because Mazama beat Marist 42-7 and only beat Henley by 8 points.
Who's number 1? That's all that matters.
First and goal, Mazama. Van Gastel. Long count. Looks like there was some motion across the line. The defense jumping on the Marshfield side. They'll move it closer to the goal line, I think.
Half the distance puts us within the
And I think you'll see
the 20-inch line.
I think you'll see Tyson Van Gastel just push the ball.
I'm thinking that's what's going to happen, sir.
Across with his body here. Right at the 1-yard line, the Vikings have it. 2:24 left, opening quarter. Vikings knocking on the door here, leading at 8-0. Looking to add on to that lead. Van Gastel takes a snap, going to keep it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mazama.
Well, that caps an 82-yard drive in about 5.5 minutes. That'll do.
You kill the clock, don't let your opponent get the football, and you put points on the board while you got it. 14-0 now.
The Viking Rumble.
Mazama with the lead here early. First quarter. Still 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the opening period. And again, true to form, Vikings going for 2. Aguiar comes wide to the right-hand side. Man in motion is Hubble.
Takes
He'll
the
take
ball.
the pitch, and he'll go into
Walks
the end
right
zone.
in along the right side.
2-point conversion, Mazama. Brody Hubble adding on to the total with a 2-point run. Mazama well out in front against defending state champion Marshfield. 16-0 Vikes. Back in a minute.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Trace Horton boots it.
Taking at the 1.
Wow, he was going to return it. Could have let it go to the end zone. Caught it at the 1. And the return is up to about the 24, 25-yard line. So a decent return. 1st and 10 for.
Let's see what Marshfield can put together. Frankly, I expected a little more out of him so far in this early on portion of the game. We've got a couple minutes left in the first quarter.
Well, they've got a backup quarterback playing. Guess their their starter earlier this year was hurt during the KU game over here in Klamath Falls. Croft takes a snap and hands it off.
Close to the 30.
Picks up a few yards, going straight up the middle. And it'll be 2nd down. Marshfield Pirates head coach is John Getman. Or John Lemons, I'm sorry. Getman is the head coach at
nice run.
Cascade Christian. First down on the nice run there for Marshfield.
Well, if that was a test, I failed miserably.
Well, so did I. First down, Marshfield. I was looking down at the roster, and the quick snap of the football surprised even the Vikings there. It was a good play. For positive yardage, 1st and 10 for Marshfield all the way up to the 40-yard line, trailing 16-0 here. Down to 1:06 left in this first quarter. Here's the snap to Croft, going to drop back, air it out, throw downfield, wide open, and the ball is
He's
caught.
got it. There was nobody around him, nobody within 5 yards.
Boy, that was a very well thrown football, and
he had all the time in the world.
Drake Rogers, 6'2", 175, and a senior making the catch. All the way down to the Mazama 25-yard line.
Great play.
Inside the 25. Spot is at the 24. So it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Croft going to go up top with it. Incomplete.
Short pass over the middle. The receiver wasn't even close to being ready for that ball.
2nd down and 10, and that stops the clock. Speaking of stopping the clock, we don't know what the score is, but prior to the game, the Houston Astros were leading 5-0 over the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 1 of the World Series.
But Houston.
2nd down and 10. Croft with the ball in the middle of the football field at his own 23-yard line. And here's a draw play that goes nowhere.
Yeah. The whole right side of the Mazama defensive line was ready for him.
It will be 3rd down.
Shout-outs to our listeners tonight. Steve and Tammy just turned us on at Table Rock Sports. We thank you for that. My radio sweetheart should be out there doing what she does best, sewing up a storm and listening to the Vikings victory.
3rd down and 10. Mike Van Drew, I know, is listening tonight. He sent me a text a few minutes ago. And watching as well as the first quarter comes to an end. 16-0. It's all Mazama after 1. We're back in 1 minute.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We were speaking of the World Series for just a moment there. Bottom of the sixth, and Philly has come back to tie it up at 5-all.
There you go.
Anybody but Houston.
Bryce Harper has had a great postseason so far, has he not?
Well, that's what they pay him for.
Here's Croft on third down. Croft's going downfield, and it is caught, but for only a short gain and does not get out of bounds.
David Buska with the reception.
It'll be fourth down. See what Marshfield does here. I don't think they're going to punt the ball that close.
Yeah, you're at the 19-yard line.
They could attempt a 29-yard field goal perhaps and get on the scoreboard.
Because they got a long ways to go for a first down. 7 yards is what the scoreboard says, I think.
You know, Croft's looking over to the sideline. Looks like he's going to get a play call called in. And go ahead and go on fourth down.
Gutsy call.
Well, trailing by 16 already.
Yeah.
You're on the road playing the number one team in the state. Take a chance. Croft play action
goes back
pass.
to the corner.
Goes downfield, throws. And that's a touchdown for Marshfield.
That was I couldn't tell if he caught it or not until you said something. It was right on, right over his right shoulder. It was a great pass.
In the back corner of the end zone, it is a touchdown, Marshfield. Or no, did he catch it?
I don't think he did. I never saw an indication, and it looks like.
Oh, they moved it to 20. I thought he caught that football.
Yeah, it was catchable. It went right over his shoulder, but I never saw an indication.
That proverbial pole you have got in my way that time.
It's the pole on the left. I have the pole in the center.
I think mine's right here too. 1st and 10. Mazama. Well, then no touchdown for Marshfield. Big break there because he had his man beat. Straight up the middle the ball goes, and that will be Van Gastel to pick up about 5 yards on nothing more than a simple quarterback plunge. Gain of 5. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 6.
Mazama, very deliberate. They get into the huddle, they wait for a while, and they snap the football again. Hand it off to Anderson, I think. Not going to get much.
Couple yards, maybe. You mentioned Mazama's discipline. That's what gets him here. Saw him crack a couple of times at Henley last week, but for all intents and purposes, they're about as disciplined a football team as you get in high school.
3rd down and about 1 for the Vikings at the 29-yard line with 9:56 left, second quarter. And Mazama leading it by 16. Van Gastel up under center. Going to hand it off? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't think he got it.
Don't think the Vikes got it there.
It's just inside the spot is.
Yeah.
First down is just inside the 30. They might have to measure this. Nope, they did give it to him.
That's one of those gratuitous
spots.
Gratuitous spots we were talking about. 1st and 10 at the 30. New set of downs for Mazama. Leading at 16-0. Aguiar comes wide to the far side of the line of scrimmage. We have not seen a Mazama pass tonight yet. Van Gastel going to go back and throw. Aguiar is down there. He's got it wide open.
Wow.
27-yard line and down.
Well, you save those passes for times like that. And the Vikings rumble down to the 30-yard line. First down.
Well, you lull them to sleep with the run,
Yep.
and that opens up the passing game. And Van Gastel threw a strike to Aguiar down the field.
You know, for a team that doesn't pass, when they do, they're pretty impressive.
They don't mess around. They get the big yards, the big plays from scrimmage.
Wow.
1st and 10, Mazama at the Marshfield 30. after a long pass play to Tyler Aguiar from quarterback Tyson Van Gastel. Vikings keep the ball on the ground on 1st and 10. It'll be Anderson for a few. And pick up a 5.
We'll take that, especially considering the exchange was a little discombobulated there. They both ran into each other, but managed. Maybe it was the delay that
discombobulated.
You like that?
No, I like discombobulated, but combobulated. That's a new one. That's a new one.
It's a David word.
I like it.
You won't find that in any dictionary.
2nd down.
Google to your heart's content.
2nd down and 5. Vikings at the Marshfield 25-yard line. Snap from center comes to Van Gastel. Go to the left-hand side with it.
1st down, out about 15.
In the red zone and then some. Out of bounds. On the run to the far side.
And there's the horn.
1st and 10, Mazama.
We've said that a few times tonight, and it's only the first half.
Well, that long drive on that second touchdown, that was impressive.
That was Viking football. Almost 8 minutes. What was it, 82 yards?
Yeah, they started at the 18, as I recall. Far side hash. And here it is to Anderson, straight up the gut. Down to about the 10. And you see a pickup of 4. You know, it's frustrating. I want to give shout-outs to people when they text me, but some people think that I know all of their phone numbers, and I don't. So I'll say hello back, but I have no idea who you are. Thank you.
Several stalkers in your life, I'm sure.
I got a new phone, and some of those contacts did not transfer over, apparently.
But they told you that they all would.
That's what they tell me.
That's what they told you.
Yep. They tell me a lot of things. Van Gastel going to give it up to Anderson to left-hand side.
He was stopped twice, and he finally got stopped the 3rd time. I think he's inside the 5.
There's no doubt that Trevor is a good north-south runner, but he can cut to the outside just like he did there. And
not only does he cut, he's got power when he cuts. He doesn't lose any of his strength when he makes the move.
It's as though he accelerates when he turns a corner. 1st down, Mazama, 1st and goal for the Vikings, who lead already 16-0. Henley earlier this year defeated Marshfield 29-15 in Coos Bay. Common opponent. Van Gastel pitches. Here comes the sweep to the right-hand side. Touchdown, Mazama.
Now it's just, again, a typical Viking play. Van Gastel is just about to get popped, flips the ball out, and we put another 6 points on the board.
Pitch to the outside. Van Gastel was about to be tackled. Let go of it right at the right time. 22-0. Was that Hubble that scored, or was that...
Didn't catch it. I believe it was, but I can't give props because I'm not sure.
I did not see the number. Those blue numbers on black jerseys. We're going to have to talk to that Coach Lease about that.
I think he did that just for your benefit.
Going to kick for the single PAT this time. Mazama mixing it up a little bit. And Marcus Aloha Ford will put the 23rd point of the game on the board. For the Mazama Vikings here in the second quarter, it's all Mazama. They lead Marshfield, the defending state champion here in Klamath Falls, 23-0. We're back after this.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. and it allows your service to be more meaningful with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
A shot of the moon here at Viking Field as we get back to action. The kickoff. Return for a short return. 1st and 10 for the Marshfield Pirates. In a 23-0 Mazama lead. Some work to do for the Pirates here. Down by 3 scores. You're 4.5 hours from home.
And you still got 6 minutes to go in the half.
Second quarter. Crazy. Croft will move it from right to left. Ball in the middle of the football field at the 20-yard line. Going to hand it up. And a pretty good gain on first down.
Yeah, he picked up 7, maybe?
Yeah,
8.
nice run. And a good-looking running back, that's John Lemons. He's the coach's son. John Lemons. He's 5'6", but 215 pounds.
Good grief.
Kind of a hard guy to bring down. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 for Lemons.
Yeah, you can't hit him low. He's already there.
And Marshfield. Going to keep it on the ground again. Lemons with not nearly as much success on that drive. Up the middle.
And not nearly close enough to accomplish his goal of a first down.
It'll be 3rd down and about 2. Tomorrow, Mazama's got a doubleheader of sorts. Girls soccer against Malala in the morning. And then volleyball against North Bend. Both are state playoff games.
Sweet.
We will have the volleyball stream on Table Rock Sports tomorrow at 1:45. Back to throw is Croft on 3rd down. And it is complete for a first down. Across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Well, they needed that one for sure.
And it's 1st and 10 once again. Croft seems to throw a pretty good football.
He does, and he doesn't seem to rush things. He's very poised for somebody that's coming in and taking over for the starter.
Takes a snap in the shotgun, rolls to his right, and just runs it out of bounds. Couldn't find anybody open, and decides to run it into the bench.
Did a good job, though. Picked up 5 or 4.
Positive yardage.
Yep.
2nd down to 4 minutes and 53 seconds remaining until halftime. Next week, the Vikings expect to be home. Don't know who the opponent is just yet. Everything wraps up after this weekend's play. And then the rankings are frozen, as they say. Here's Croft going to hand it off. And
slides for the first down.
Sliding for the first down. No, that was Croft just running it. Didn't hand it off. Ran it up to near the 50-yard line. Another Marshfield first down. Bend but don't break, perhaps, the defensive mantra tonight for the Vikings.
Not this early.
First down and 10.
Marshfield's made a couple of adjustments. It's time to play chess. We'll see what Mazama does.
Croft comes with receivers to both sides, but trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage in a double slot formation. Lone setback next to him is Getman. He'll take the snap and be hit for, no, he's not going to go down. He rolls out of that and finally gets back down to about the original line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard or two. But he almost got sacked back there. Did a great job of escaping the grasp of not one but 2 Mazama tacklers.
A loss in the play of at least three yards, and he's limping off the field. I don't know if his leg brace got tweaked and it's pinching him or if he hurt his leg.
Well, they're going to call timeout downstairs, and so we'll take one as well. It's 23-0 Mazama, and we will come back with more football after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Well, Croft will get a first down out of a quarterback sweep to the far side. Got the ball into Mazama territory and then some. Big run.
Was that Croft?
I believe it was. Or it could have been a direct snap. But I don't think he handed the ball off. It was.
I'm looking for his number. I don't see him out there.
See what they do. Maybe they have a wildcat formation going on with
number 14.
Got a new quarterback in there for the Pirates, so he may have been injured on that play.
Mickey Johnson, a wide receiver.
Now playing quarterback. Johnson's going to keep it. Try to sweep to the far side. He's got some better than average speed, but he got hit going out of bounds a little bit. Tyler Aguiar says, welcome to Klamath Falls.
Yes, welcome to Klamath Falls. Welcome to your position. And so it wasn't just a leg brace issue. It was a legged issue under the brace for the quarterback.
Crofts, yeah. Which hurts their quarterback position, which is already depleted even more.
Well, he got himself a first down.
He did. He's second down and 7 now with the ball at the 30-yard line, near side hash mark. 3:39 left in the opening half. Mazama 23 and Marshfield 0. The defending state champions are in town. Now we've got a whistle, and we may have delay of game on Marshfield or another timeout. We have another timeout. Mazama's, this one's on Marshfield. Marshfield called this one. All right, we'll be back after this timeout with a score. The Vikings 23 and Marshfield nothing.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Whoa.
Well, Johnson just threw a football for somebody who may or may not be a quarterback a pretty good way.
He threw it right into coverage. He threw it over the heads of the defender. Would have been a Sports Center catch, but that was a pretty impressive performance by the young man.
Incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 7. It was Randy Rose, former Mazama High basketball coach.
I remember Randy Rose.
Saying hello to us tonight on one of the shout-outs. Thank you, Randy. Good to hear from you. 3.5 minutes left, 3rd period, 23-0 Mazama. And here's Johnson taking the snap, rolling right, going to let it fly, and it's almost intercepted, but incomplete.
No, that was Landon. He's back in the game.
Oh, that's Landon? He's back in.
Yeah, that was Landon.
All right, good to see. Glad to see that the injury wasn't serious. Did he catch that? He did.
He did.
I thought it was incomplete, but he caught that ball. Boy, there was a lot of zip on that pass.
That's why I started looking for numbers.
1st and 10 at the 20. Landon Crofts back into the ball game at quarterback for Marshfield. Knocking on the door at the red zone. Going to hand it off. And a big hole. Wow. Inside the 10.
That was a Mazama kind of run.
It really was.
Little misdirection and boom.
John Lemons on
almost
the carry.
Almost first down.
Wow, that was big. You know, Lemons hits that line of scrimmage quickly. And he attacks. 1st and goal. For Marshfield. No, excuse me, it'll be 2nd and 1 at the 10. They can get the first down without the touchdown.
Just short of a first down.
Going into the end zone with the next play.
Dropped it.
Yeah,
that was a great play.
It really was.
There was nobody on him. He threw it low to keep it out of the hands of the defense and just couldn't make the catch.
3rd down and 1. So, yes, they can get the first down without the touchdown. Ball at the 10-yard line. And the incomplete pass stopping the clock here with 2:24 left in the first half.
Well, this is where Mazama shows who they are.
Here's the snap. Going to hand it off. And that is first down run for Lemons, I think.
I believe he got the first down.
I think he got enough just to get them a new set of downs, which is pretty much what they wanted.
First flag of the day.
And it comes with what? Less than 2 minutes or right at 2 minutes left in the half.
And it's against Mazama.
This one against the Vikings. Be a first down anyway for Marshfield. Now they're going to probably go half the distance to the goal's face mask call against Mazama.
Well, that's one way to assure of getting him down.
It's illegal, but you did make
I never
the
said
tackle.
anything about legality. I said that's one way to get him down.
1st and goal for the Pirates at the Mazama 5-yard line. Going to hand it off to Lemons. And
whistle dead.
Another penalty flag. And whistles here. Mazama calls a timeout, their second of the half, and we will take one as well. Actually, we'll keep it right here. We will keep it here. I just gave Marshfield a touchdown, and that's not right. No, that was Marshfield's timeout. That's what happened there. There we go. 23-0. The Vikings with the lead. David at halftime will have a visit with Greg Mulkey. We'll get the
looking
stats.
Forward to that.
We'll get the stats in at halftime. We will also see if we get a chance. We'll get Bill Crawford's halftime report for us. Games that were played last night. There were a few, and some that are coming up tonight.
More importantly than all of that, they're going to acknowledge the senior cheerleaders at halftime.
Yeah, we've got to try to grab that too. So, kind of a busy halftime show coming up here at Viking Field. All right, big play coming up here for Marshfield. Be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. There are 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first half. Mazama currently leading by 23. Landon Crofts, the quarterback. Takes a snap from center. Going to hand it off. Oh.
He dropped it.
Let's see what happens.
See, I think he fell on it again, but I don't see any Vikings jumping around otherwise. Yeah, he was running off to his right, and just before the 10 on the far hash, it looked like he fell down, and he fell down to pick the ball back up again.
Well, that loses 4 yards, and that couldn't have come at a better time for Mazama here with them being in the striking range at the 5-yard line. Still within striking range, obviously, but it's 2nd and goal
but 9
at the
yards
9 now.
Instead of 2.
Yeah, so a little bit of a different situation here. Here's the snap, going to roll right. Still roll, and down inside the 4 to about the 3.
Yeah, that was a pitch to John Lemons. Turned in the corner, but couldn't quite turn it far enough to get into the end zone.
It'll be 3rd down and goal for Marshfield. Mazama enjoying for the first season artificial turf. Nice to see that.
And it looks good under the lights.
It looks good, and the kids love it. They really love playing on it. 3rd down and goal. Play action pass thrown to the end zone. Did he catch it?
Yep.
He did. Touchdown, Marshfield. Caught that in the left corner, front corner of the end zone.
Perfect route, perfect pass, perfect catch.
I did not get the number of the player making the catch. Our apologies. Did you happen to catch it, David?
I thought it was Lemons again, but
Okay.
I couldn't tell you for sure.
23-6, and the PAT is coming up here. And they're going for 2, the Pirates are. Mazama will stop them, and the PAT will be no good.
17-point Mazama lead.
The Vikings won't have a shutout tonight, but they still enjoy a 17-point lead at 23-6. We're back after this 1-minute break.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Well, the Vikings will get the football back with 45 seconds remaining on the clock. 23-6 is our score. Marshfield scoring on a touchdown pass moments ago to break open the goose egg that was on the board. And the onside kick attempt, is it successful? We have not seen a team come up with an onside kick and recover it against Mazama this year. So that's a first. Marshfield with the onside kick and the recovery. That's a big play, David. That gives Marshfield an extra possession here.
Well.
Try to get right back into this football game.
That's the one way to do it. 45 seconds to touchdown.
Defending state champion Marshfield Pirates down by 17 with 46 seconds left in this second period.
I have not seen an onside kick in 2 years.
Well, I haven't seen one successful against Mazama in I don't know how long. So it caught him off guard to be sure. Little screen. No, they're going to go up and have the halfback option pass downfield and wide open at the 15-yard line.
He's ready to do it.
You can't get up and run in high school ball. He thought he could. But they're pulling out all the stops.
Well, they got 37 seconds. They're well within range of another pass.
Getting right back into the ball game. Drake Rogers making the catch on the halfback option pass. It'll be 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
And a good time for Mazama to show them who they are.
Either that or get set, and they've got a timeout left defensively. It seems like they're not set. Here's Crofts again, dropping back into the pocket. Throws.
Not this one.
Incomplete. Second down to 16.
Need one of those 7'2" receivers to pick up one of those passes.
I'm not the guy.
You're not the guy.
I'm not that guy.
What if they took 2 of you and put you on top of each other?
Still probably would not be that guy.
Okay.
Second down and 10. We're going to talk to Greg Mulkey, the athletic director at Marshfield High School at halftime. Greg is the tournament director of the Class 4A basketball tournament held in the Bay Area of Oregon every year, and we're going to talk basketball a little bit with Greg. Here's the snap.
Ooh.
And Crofts hit hard as lets go of the ball.
You know, as much as he was smacked and as much as he knew that was coming, he still got that ball in the vicinity.
And I think Bo Fullerton, the defensive coordinator, is happy to see somebody finally get to him. They've been able to get the ball up all night long. It'll be 3rd and 10 down to 11 seconds left.
Well, what's been throwing Bo off is they put up a look like they're going to run, and then all of a sudden a couple of guys take off and run opposite routes.
Well, you know, the Oregon,
pretty obvious they were going to pass that time.
The Oregon Ducks got that extra possession in that UCLA game with that onside kick, and it changed the whole game. See if this happens here for Marshfield. As
got the man.
Throws the ball.
Ooh. The bullet has been dodged.
Yes. No, well, we got one more play. Incomplete pass. Tell you, he gets that ball out quick. We may see a field goal attempt here. 36-yard field goal attempt.
More trickery coming up? What do you think?
No, I think they're going to take the points right now, make it a 23-9 game, make it a 14-point game, or 22-9 game. No, 23.
23. You didn't bring your glasses, did you?
I did. I went to Sacred Heart. My math skills are a little bit off.
No, but all you got to do is read. This is an open book test, brother.
I'm going to tell you, though, we do have a timeout. That's what I'll tell you. I'm not going to give you a bad time. Dan Fast is up here as well. Dan is the former head basketball coach here at Mazama. This is old homework for him because Mulkey and Dan Fast and the head football coach over here, they all know each other. They all played for each other on the same teams, and I think Dan was one of their coaches a long time. That tells you how old Dan Fast is.
Or how fast Dan Old is.
Yeah. All right, big play coming up. Down to 6 seconds left. And they're going to try this field goal. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's going to be about a 35-yard field goal, 36. Good snap, good placement, kick long enough.
It's good.
And it is good.
First field goal I've seen from an opponent in quite a while.
And again, he only does one thing and kick, but he put it through the uprights. I want to make sure I pronounce his name. Jonah, last name?
No, let me look here. It's not Jonah.
Am I looking at a
I don't know if he's on here.
But the field goal was good.
It was, and we've got the best man trying to figure out who kicked it.
All right, Petty with the extra, or with the 3-point
good effort
conversion there. Nice job. 23-9 now, a 14-point, and don't go away because we might have another onside kick opportunity here for Marshfield. I mean, why not? The worst that can happen is you lose it.
3 seconds to go.
You only have 3 seconds, yeah, but that turned into 3 points. That turned into a good possession.
I like it.
For the Marshfield
Go outside
Pirates.
the box. You're playing the Vikes.
We'll see what happens with the 3 seconds left. Then we'll take a couple-minute break on Table Rock Sports along with CBS Sports Radio, and we'll visit with Greg Mulkey from Marshfield High School at halftime. We'll also talk that shortened spring football season, and Greg had a lot to do with getting a showcase together.
There's
one
the half,
that Mazama
brother.
was very successful in. The short kick is returned by Mazama, and that'll be the end of the first half. 23-9 is our score at halftime. The Vikings of Mazama have the lead, and we'll come back after this 2-minute break with our halftime show after this on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
New phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
8 games together is nuts.
Yeah.
He's I guess he's retiring at the end of the year.
He is. Yeah, he's.
New phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
You ready?
I'm ready.
It is halftime here at Mazama High School, Viking Field. Mazama 23 and the Marshfield Pirates 9. Randy Adams with Fast David and Greg Mulkey, the athletic director at Marshfield High School, joining us. Greg, I know you're not only the AD at Marshfield, but you have something that I think any community the size of ours would love to have, and that's that 4A basketball tournament in Coos Bay, North Bend every year. That takes such a community effort, doesn't it, to put that all together?
Well, actually, it's a 3A tournament.
3A.
We did the 4A last year.
That's right. You had both over
We
there
had them both last year,
right.
yeah. But we've been doing the 3A now for about 12 years, and it's been awesome. It's great for our community, and that was really my goal when we went after it. Is our community is such a great, all the business people and the boosters, and I wanted to help pay back to our community, and it sure has, because our motels and restaurants are packed during that time. But
I know when I did the 3A tournament, it was at the Armory in Salem for many years.
Yeah.
And it was only the girls back then. But they also had 16 teams.
Yep.
And you started on Tuesday and you played through Saturday, and there was more of a tournament atmosphere. And then they moved it to Willamette University, and they moved it to 2 or 3 other places that, for whatever reason, it just didn't work. But it works in Coos Bay, North Bend.
Well, it does. And, Randy, I was fortunate. The guy sitting next to you was my head coach when I was a sophomore, and then he left us. We probably would have won a state title if he wouldn't have left us. But, but anyway. I got the opportunity to play at Matt Court. And what a great atmosphere that was.
Yep.
And that's the atmosphere that I wanted to make sure happened at Pirate Palace. And I think Baker has that same type of atmosphere, and I think that Pendleton as well. So, yeah, it's exciting for us to do it year in, year out.
And again, like you said, it takes a community, not just the schools and the people involved with the schools. It's the whole community. When we were in Salem, it was the Seroptimus Club there in Salem that ran everything, and they had the concession stands going. I mean, you've got the same thing going on over there, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We have over 100 volunteers. We give meals away to all the teams. We have greeters. I mean, we do a lot of things. We have this beautiful seafood dinner and for our coaches. So we try to make it very, very special, and it should be.
Yeah.
When you get to that level, it should be.
I know that as an athletic director of a high school, the most challenging time you may have had in your career would have been the last few years with COVID and having to reschedule and completely revamp programs and play sports in off seasons that people aren't used to. You took the opportunity to make a showcase for 4A football. Mazama took advantage of that and got an opportunity to win an unofficial state championship. But that was an opportunity to have a showcase, and I think you showed the rest of the state that it could be done.
Well, Randy, we not only did it for football, we did it for every individual sport and every team sport that year. And I'll tell you why. I said this many times. I was fortunate as a senior to make it to the football playoffs, to make it to the state basketball tournament, and make it to the golf tournament. And I could not imagine, as a senior, to not have that experience. Today, that's very special.
Yeah.
And so there was no way I was going to allow that to happen. And, we got Vic Lease was on our committee. We got some people that were pretty powerful around the state, and we did an awesome job. And I look back, that's probably going to be the highlight of my career. Just that how well we worked together. We came together as a classification and just did an awesome job.
I know that with not just the football, but you mentioned Coach Lease, and now you've got a different setup for football this year, and you've got some teams playing in the league like Ashland. I was the Ashland play-by-play guy in the 80s for 3 years when Chad Cota and Matt Wells.
That's a pretty good group.
Yeah, we won state championships. And now they're in our league. We didn't get a chance to play them this year. They had to forfeit to us. But you've taken the opportunity to put the two Bay Area schools into a conference with Mazama, Klamath Union Henley, called the Big Sky. How difficult of a decision was that to make? I know you wanted to keep things competitive, didn't you, at some point?
Well, that's, for me, I can only speak for myself, and I think Vic and I think alike when it comes to we want to play the best. And obviously we're the best league in the state right now at the 4A level. We got the number 1, number 3, and number 8, I think, or 9 ranked team. But, yeah, I knew it was going to be difficult because we had to come here 2 times like we did this year. We came to KU, and now we're here. But really, more important to me is playing good competition. And it's a great league. We only have to come here once next year, so it's an every other year. If it was every year, that'd be difficult, but it's worked out well. I think it's a great league.
And to be clear, it's only in one sport.
That's correct.
Right now, the Big Sky does not carry over to basketball or baseball, which is you stay a little closer to home with those.
That's correct.
I'm going to pop a question into your head because I asked Dan this when he broadcasts with me and others that have been around the OSAA for forever, like I have. My opinion is maybe there's one too many classifications out there. 6A could go to 5A, and we could have. I mean, is that something that's been discussed when you have your executive session meetings?
That's been discussed many times. I was on the executive board when we made the decision to go 6 classification. I was highly supportive of it at the time. The thing I don't like right now is I don't like leagues of 5 or leagues of 6. It's very difficult. And I think that that's the one thing that we need to reconsider. We can't have these 5 leagues or teams of 5. But it's been very good to us, at Marshfield. Being a 4A school, we're won a few state championships here lately. But that's the thing. That's the key for me.
And I think I look at some of these smaller divisions, 1A or whatever, and I look and there's 80, 85, 90 schools. And that's winning a state championship as compared to some of these divisions now. I think 4A basketball has 30 total teams. It isn't that many.
I think we're 32.
32.
Yeah, 32. And we get 24 teams that go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing we're looking right now at soccer and looking at volleyball. And there's some teams making it to the playoffs that don't have a winning record. And that's also that concerns me. When you have teams like that are making it to that level.
One more question. This directly has to do with football. That it's been known for years that participation in the sport is down. How do you continue to push forward to get people, the kids especially, to be interested again in playing football?
Well, I probably shouldn't say this, but kids are changing.
Yeah.
I think back when I was in school and how important it was to just be involved and be involved in sports. And I'm such a pusher at the high school of being a 3-sport athlete. And there's things you can do or when you get out of school and have another chance at. You never get another chance in high school.
Right.
And but the kids are different. I think you're better teams, Mazama, the example, Marshfield example. We have good kids and a lot of participation. But kids, if they're getting beat, they don't like to go out for football.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, I think there's so many things that kids do now that they didn't do 25 or 30 year ago.
Yeah, no.
They're sitting home with their phones in their hands.
Yeah, well, I'm in my 39th year in education, so I've seen a little bit of that, and you're exactly right. Yeah.
Greg, it's been great visiting
nice.
with you.
Yes.
Dan, thanks for setting that up, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it very
wearing
much.
Wearing your Cougar baseball pull over there. Dan Fast is here with us, too. And Dan's going to be joining us basketball season, right, Dan, for a couple of ball games this year? I sure hope so. All right, Greg Mulkey, the athletic director at Marshfield High School, our guest here at halftime. It's 23-9. We've got plenty to still get to here at halftime, so let's take this break and come right back.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back here. 23-9 is our score at halftime. Marshfield scoring late in the half, and then they kick an onside kick, David, and field goal.
Made it exciting.
35-yard field goal.
I mean, it's still a 14-point game, but Marshfield is showing the heart that they have as the defending state champs.
Not too much difference, David, in total offense. Mazama 202 yards, Marshfield 178. Yards per play, Marshfield, let's see, 5.4, Mazama 8.9. Let's get some of the first downs. I think they're pretty even there, too. Marshfield with 10, Mazama at 14 first downs. Landon Croft is 7 of 12 throwing the football, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Caven Robinson has thrown 4 passes, completed 1. And Johnson threw 1 pass, did not complete it. For the Vikings, Tyson Van Gastel, 1 pass, 1 completion, 40 yards for the Vikings.
Well, if you're just going to pass it once, that's the kind of completion to make.
John Lemons on the ground, 10 carries, 44 yards for Marshfield to lead them. Trevor Horton, 6 carries, 74 yards on the ground. Trevor Anderson, Trace Horton, I should say, 6 carries, 74 yards. Trevor Anderson, 11 carries, 65 yards. Tyson Van Gastel, 5 carries, 23 yards. And again, our score at halftime, Mazama 23 and Marshfield 9. We will take another 2-minute break and come back for the second half. Marshfield will get the ball. Still anybody's ball game, to be honest with you.
Truly.
Second half coming your way after this 2-minute break. CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
We're going to the third quarter momentarily here at Mazama, 23-9. The Vikings with the lead against the defending state champion Marshfield Pirates. A reminder that tomorrow on CBS Sports Radio, 106.5 FM, 1240 AM, the Oregon Ducks on the road to take on the California Golden Bears in Berkeley. Pregame at 10:30, kickoff 12:30 tomorrow afternoon here on CBS Sports Radio, and that's on the Oregon Sports Network. On TableRockSports.net tomorrow afternoon, 1:45, David and I will be back here in Viking Land to bring you the Mazama Viking volleyball playoff game.
Valhalla Court.
Against the North Bend Bulldogs. The winner earns a trip to the Elite Eight Volleyball State Tournament to be held this year at Springfield High School.
Pretty cool.
Next weekend. So this is technically the first round of the state tournament. The winner goes on to the final 8. So good luck to the Lady Vikes as they head into tomorrow. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, come back with the second half right after this on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Randy Adams, Fast David back here at Valhalla. No, Viking. Now you got me saying Valhalla Court.
Tomorrow. Matter of fact, if you're within the sound of our voice and you're local, the girls could use your support. You don't get a whole lot of turnout at a volleyball game. And 1:30 is...
Yeah, I think it's 1:45. Might be 1:30.
Well, show up at 1:30. And
show up early, and
yeah,
we'll buy you a soda.
Sounds good, and I will. I will. You come up and say, Fast Davey, you said you'd buy me a soda. I will buy you a soda.
Trace Horton with the short kick. Returned by Marshfield, 15, 20, 25, 30,
got
30,
up to the 35. That was a good return.
Yeah, it was.
You worked for that.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates to take over there.
Well, you know, the Pirates, in spite of losing some seniors, as happens these days, they are the defending state champs, and they're showing the heart that got them to where they are.
Well, they are. They didn't go away quietly. They got down by 23.
No, that was awesome finish there in the second half.
So many teams have against Mazama this year, but they just never quit. Got that touchdown, then converted an onside kick, turned that into 3 points just before halftime as Croft hands the ball up and picking up a few yards. Mazama may have picked up a fumble. Do they get it back?
Well, I haven't seen any indication to the otherwise.
Mazama may have come up with the football on the first run from scrimmage.
First down, Mazama at the 18.
Mazama comes up with a steal. They knocked the ball away on the very first play of the third period.
You can't stop us. You can only hope to contain us.
That was huge. Mazama with a takeaway. Wow. So essentially you take that second half kickoff away from them, and that really changes things a little bit, doesn't it, David?
Well, as Marshfield was trying to get that last step, they stood him up, stripped the ball, and returned it for at least 7 yards to where they are now at the 19-yard line.
Tyson Van Gastel comes up under center, going to hand it up to Horton, coming inside. And still on his feet. He may get it to the end zone before he's done.
Finally got smacked at the 5-yard line, but boy, he worked for every yard of that.
Trace Horton cutting it inside from the wing. It is a first down, Mazama. And the Vikes knocking on the door to put him back up by 20 or 21, leading at 23-9 here in the third quarter, just underway.
Hey, when we were going through our pregame, I forgot to ask you a very important question.
Yes, sir.
What are you dressing up for Halloween?
Timeout on the field. I'm going to avoid that question. I was going to say I'm dressing up as Dennis. 23-9 is our score, and we'll come back after this. Why don't we make it a 30-second break down the line? 30-second break, Dennis. We'll be back after this message.
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Back here at Viking Field, Mazama has the ball. First and goal at the 6-yard line of Marshfield. From the far side hash, open field to the near side as Van Gastel takes a snap. Going to pitch out to the right-hand side. Cutting it back inside down to about the 3 is Trace Horton. And it'll be second and goal for Mazama. Well, it's funny how one turnover can really change the momentum in a football game. The first play from scrimmage in the second half is fumbled by Marshfield after they scored 9 unanswered points.
I was going to mention how Marshfield did not let up there at the end of the half, and Mazama never letting up under any circumstances, always going for the opportunity.
Van Gastel up under center. Hand it straight forward to
Yeah, he got it.
Trevor Anderson, I believe, and he's into the end zone for a Mazama touchdown.
Yeah, his feet were at the half-yard line, but when he fell over and scored a touchdown, it was awesome.
The Vikings now lead by 20, 29-9, with Marcus Alua Ford to attempt the point after touchdown on a single-point try. Alua Ford 1 for 1 tonight. Good snap. Kick on the way and good. Mazama 30 and Marshfield 9. Continue with more football in 1 minute on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
New phone? Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Long kick fielded at the 2-yard line from Horton. To the right-hand side, the 15, the 20, 25, and returned up to about the 26-yard line, far side, and out of bounds.
Nice return. Nice kick.
First and 10 for the Pirates of Marshfield. Greg Mulkey was talking about the strength of the conference in our halftime visit. And there is the possibility that 3 teams from this conference would have a home playoff game in the first round of the playoffs next week.
Well, my first comment to that was there's something wrong with that, but as you said, it's a strong conference, and that's why it's going to happen.
Strength of the conference, you bet. 1st and 10. And look at this burst straight up the middle. Good
9
run.
yards.
And it'll be a quick first down. And again, this running back for Marshfield, John Lemons, the son of the coach, he's the real deal.
He came to play.
Picks up the first down. And back to throw is Croft. Throws out, 42-yard line, and a flag at the end of the play. After the catch was made.
Well, that was behind where the ball was. Maybe a hold by the offense, which is why he got there in the first place. Let's see.
Catch made by wide receiver Karian Wickett. 6'1", 180. Or is that Wickett or Niblet? Niblet making the catch.
I don't know. They shut the lights off in here on me. And
me too.
I couldn't begin to tell you.
You and I are working in the dark here in the second half. Back to the 26-yard line, the ball goes. Penalty against the Pirates of Marshfield. So it'll be first down and 17. Croft, the quarterback, takes a snap, hands the ball off.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Lemons will get right back to where the original snap was from, I believe, but not much more than that.
Yeah, I didn't see the down mark. He got 2 inches. I saw the down marker scoot the width of a stripe.
Or the length of a football. Second down for the Pirates. They trail by 21, 30-9. Here's the snap, and again the handoff to Lemons.
No, pass over the middle.
Pass over the middle. I thought they went with the pass or the handoff, and it was a pass over the middle. But nonetheless, the result isn't bad at all. Up to about the 37-yard line, no, 39-yard line on the spot. So it will be third down and 7. The Pirates going with that no-huddle offense once again. Trying to tire the Mazama defense.
No, it's because their quarterback doesn't have enough wind like ours does to run on and off the field. Ooh, just too high.
Another pass to the right-hand side this time, and that's incomplete.
It was off the fingers of Mitchell George.
4th and 7, down by 21. We'll see what the Pirates do here. Couple of trickery plays they've run tonight. One was a halfback option.
Well, let's see what they've got for 4th and 7 deep in your own territory.
They're waiting for the play call from the sideline. We'll see if they set up in punt formation.
Nope,
or
they
whether
got their
they
wide
go.
receivers out.
Yeah, they're going to go on 4th down. And 7.
Good time for a sack.
Here's Croft, going to go downfield. Wide open. Did he catch it? What a pass if he did. It was complete. What a great catch.
Down to the 35. That was clutch.
That was a great play, and the catch really made that whole thing happen.
Indeed.
Although the ball was where it needed to be, too. But Mitchell George making the catch.
Wondering how many times they practiced that play this year. That was tremendous. Great execution by Marshfield.
Big play all the way down to the Mazama 35-yard line. 1st and 10, new set of downs. Go with the reverse to this side, the near side. And down to about the 28-yard line.
Some hitting going on out there.
Didn't get out of bounds. The reverse coming towards us. And Drake Rogers was the last one to touch the football. Picks up 7, 2nd down and 3. Mazama leading at 30-9. 7:40 left, third quarter.
3 guys out to the right. Right over the
middle.
middle.
Pass over the middle once again. Caught Mazama's defense makes a stop there. The Mazama faithful applauding, but I think that was a pass for a first down, was it not?
I believe it was, and that was Mitchell George. 6 foot 190. He's got the stretch, and he comes over the middle and looks for the ball and manages to get it every time.
And give credit where credit is due again to Landon Croft.
Indeed.
Who has delivered a strike on that quick pass right over the middle. It's got to be perfect. And Croft has made that play happen twice. 1st and 10.
And those have to be perfect, because if they get tipped, Mazama is more than aware, and those turn into turnovers instantly.
Just outside the red zone line at the 22-yard line. Going to go up top again. Hits his man on the far hand side.
That was in his hands. I think he was thinking touchdown, and he didn't think, I better catch it first.
He didn't make the catch, but that was a well-thrown ball.
It was. And a nice route.
Football.
And the Mazama defense was right on it. It's just good football on both sides.
That's a well-coached football team this Marshfield Ball Club is, no doubt. 2nd down and 10.
Defending state champs.
At the Mazama 22. Mazama leading Marshfield right now 30-9, but Marshfield knocking on the door. Going to hand it off. This will be Lemons for a few. Not much.
He might get 3.
And it'll be 3rd down and about 7. Make your plans now to be here for the first round of the OSAA football playoffs next week. Not sure who the opponent will be. Won't know that
Daytime and
till
opponent
Sunday.
to be determined.
But we will definitely have a home game here next Friday night or Saturday afternoon.
I'd like a Saturday afternoon game.
That would be a nice welcome sight. Here's a pass going downfield into the end zone. Incomplete, the back corner of the end
And lucky
zone.
that wasn't picked off, frankly. As accurate as he's been and as good as the routes are, that was right in the middle of 3 Mazama defenders.
Well, he threw it into coverage. It'll be 4th down and 8 at the 20. But give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, this Marshfield team can convert on 4th downs. They've done that twice to Mazama here tonight, seemingly with ease. And we'll see what they do with the football here with a 4th down and 8. The ball is spotted right at the red zone line at the 20-yard line.
It's a busy place tonight.
It's Grand Central Station in the press box tonight for us.
VIPs, baby.
That's right. 4th down, waiting for the play to come in from the bench.
Dun, 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 dun,
and Marshfield finally, who does not huddle, but they all get on the same page. All right.
Dun, dun.
We may have a delay of game call if this goes on too long here. Although the white hat is now walking up, so neither team is down in the stands. Something is not right. I'm not sure what the delay is here, to be honest. White hat's going all the way into the end zone.
Well, let's see. There's a civilian in the end zone talking to the referee. We might have had some extracurricular activity going on the field.
Now the white hat is on his way all the way over to the far side. And it looks like we're going to be set and ready to go here. Unsure of what that was all about. All right, 4th down. Big play for Marshfield here. Going to go with the
man in the corner,
pass.
wide open. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Marshfield. Right into the end zone, the ball goes. And just like that, it's a 30-15 football game.
Playing the defending state champs. Don't let up. It's our ball next time. Another 80-yard drive. Take up 5-6 minutes. Mazama football on the way.
Catch in the end zone made by Mitchell George, I believe. And the extra point will be a 2-point try. for Marshfield. Here it is.
Tipped away.
No good. 30-15, our score. Mazama still has the lead, but Marshfield keeps marching back and staying relevant in this football game. We'll come back after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
$30-15, Marshfield scores. They don't try an onside kick this time. They'll go far down the field with this kickoff. Touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20.
So we got 6:28 to go. Mazama sitting on a 15-point lead. Last time we had the ball, thanks to a turnover, we turned that into 6 points. And we've had a couple of good drives in this game tonight.
Hard to believe, but we're only in the third quarter still.
And why is that?
6 minutes and 28 seconds left. One team running the ball almost exclusively, and the other throwing the ball, stopping the clock quite a bit. 1st and 10 for Mazama at the 20-yard line. And a good blast up the middle for Trevor Anderson, picking up some yardage. Picks up half of what he needs for another Mazama first down. Gain of 5, second down.
I'm going to give him 6. I think it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, he got a pretty good spot there. Second,
gratuitous.
A long 4. We'll call it a long 4. Mazama coming up the line of scrimmage. Their own 26-yard line. Far side hash mark. Open field to the near side. Some movement on the line.
Yeah, defense was offside. I'm hoping it was defense was offside. They might have been drawn.
Whistles and flags.
Flags and whistles. Lions and Tigers and Bears.
We'll wait to see what we've got.
Oh, my.
That will be against Marshfield. They hopped across too early. And that should be, yes it is, another Mazama first down. New set of downs just past the 30 at the 30.
There it is.
Vikings looking to try to run the table.
Maintain their momentum and end up with a perfect season, a perfect regular season.
Leading at 30-15 here in the third quarter. Midway through the third period of play. Man comes in motion. Vikings going to go to that. Man coming in motion up to about the 40-yard line.
Good defense by Marshfield. Stood him up and pushed him back.
But there is a flag on the play. And this might be a hold on Mazama, judging from where the flag is thrown.
And judging from the fact Mazama is walking backwards.
That's another key hint I took.
Hey, Mr. Obvious over here on the camera.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line now for Mazama. They'll mark it back 10 yards. Hard to believe, but the Vikings have only tried one pass all night long tonight.
And what a pass it was.
40-yard completion, but Vikings have stayed on the ground since then.
And in a situation where you think it might be obvious to try a pass, they will not.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line with that hold. Pushes them back a little bit here. I said 1st and 10. It's 1st and 20. 1st and 20, Mazama. Man goes in motion. Back to throw, Van Gastel. Little screen pass. It's caught out there and out of bounds about the 32-yard line. And Anderson making the catch.
So much for my prognostication.
Gain of 10 up to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Van Gastel has completed both passes he's thrown tonight for 50 yards of offense.
2nd and 12.
Vikings come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to keep it on the ground. Trevor Anderson with a big hole. 45, 50,
He's
still
gone.
on his feet. 40, 35, and out of bounds. Still on his feet, down to the 4-yard line. Did I say Anderson? I don't think that's Anderson. That's Brody Hubble, is it not?
Didn't see it. I was watching the feet.
1st down and goal, Mazama. Big run. They faked the handoff to the middle of the pack and then went to the right-hand side, down the sideline, and a big
And he
run.
danced down the sideline. Frankly, I thought he was out at the 18.
1st and goal, Mazama at the 5-yard line.
4:20 left in the quarter.
Mazama knocking on the door yet again to try to punch it in. Tyson Van Gastel comes up under center. He's going to keep it himself. Pushes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mazama. Tyson Van Gastel runs it in.
Unstoppable Tyson Van Gastel.
For 6 more. Mazama now leads 36-15. With the point after try coming up. Marcus Aloha Ford trying his 3rd of the night. He's 2 for 2 so far.
It's good.
And he's now 3 for 3 as he puts that one through the uprights as well. 37-15, the Mazama Vikings have the lead. We'll come back after this 1-minute break on Table Rock Sports and CBS Sports Radio.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Trace Horton to kick for Mazama as the Vikes are back up now by 37-15, 22 points.
Well done.
High end over end, but short will be Horton's kick, fielded at the 14-yard line, up the middle of the 20, 25, near the 30 on the return.
Nice fielding. Those end over end bouncers are tough to hang on to sometimes.
Marshfield will have it 1st down and 10. Vikings enjoying a good night against Marshfield finally after 2 losses last year. The beginning of the season in a non-league game and then later on in the playoffs last year. Semifinals.
Yeah, if this holds in Mazama's favor, I'm sure it will be a more than sweet victory.
Landon Croft, the quarterback. Lemons back there in the backfield with him to his left in the shotgun. He's going up top on 1st down. Throws out on the screen pass. 34-yard line, 35, and complete. It was a completed pass.
Looks like about 5 yards. Looks like it's getting a little chippy down there, as
a little
they say.
bit. Second down and 5, gain of 5 on the pass play. Croft's going to have some good completion numbers by the end of the night. It's one thing he's done is thrown the ball well. Second down and 5 for Marshfield.
He's executed well on both pass plays and run options. He's looking really good.
Takes a snap, looks downfield, going to air it out downfield long and way
right,
overthrows his.
Right behind my pole.
Did he catch it?
Well, he says he does, and looks like he did.
He caught it. I didn't think he was in bounds, but he was. What a catch. And you're right, the pole kind of shadowed both of us there.
Well,
for
he
a
was
moment.
sitting on the ground. Oh, you got much better look out your window.
Yeah,
what are you talking
probably,
about?
But that's a big first down play for Marshfield.
Well,
Boy, they've had some big ones.
They don't let up.
All the way down inside the 40, well, they're right at the 39-yard line.
Reverse?
Kind of the near side on the reverse.
They've done that again right here, and they've done it about this position on the field the last time they did it.
This one pretty successful as they cut it back up the middle, and that one is to
pick up a 3.
That guy we've called his name quite a bit, that Mitchell George guy. 6 foot 190 and a senior. Mitchell
Second and
George.
7.
37-15, but Marshfield marching downfield. 2nd and 7 at the Mazama 36. Back to throw is Croft down the middle. Throws picked off by Mazama. Picked off. Now the return to the 15, the 20, 25, and down.
Well, that's the way to stop those drives.
Finally got a pick. Playing center field out there, Tyler Aguiar with the interception for Mazama. A big one. And now's when you want one of those long, sustained drives to kind of put this one away. Up by 22. You've got 2:26 left in the third quarter. Fairly deep in your own territory. You've got it at the 25-yard line if you're Mazama. Now you just ground and pound it a little bit.
They've got the offense and the game plan to do it. Let's just take another 6 or 7 minutes and put another 6 points on the board.
37-15, Mazama with a lead.
And that's the only way to stop when Marshfield's on like that is to put the pressure on them and make them throw it into a tight situation. Ooh.
And here's Van Gastel on first down.
They got him around the neck immediately.
That was, there was a breakdown on the offensive line there for Mazama. No gain, in fact, a loss on the play.
Haven't seen many of those.
Second down.
Looks like he did get back to the line of scrimmage at least.
Another gratuitous spot, perhaps. Second down and 10. Vikings send Aguiar way off to the far side of the formation. They're going to go with a sweep to that side and pick up some yardage. Look at that. 35-yard line, 40, 43, and out of bounds.
First down.
Mazama using the open side of the field there to matriculate the ball downfield.
Matriculate and gratuitous.
It's a first down for Mazama.
Somewhere one of our English teachers is very proud of us.
Right at the 45-yard line. Their own 45.
Well, let's see if we can move
No,
this
not
around and
45.
at least catch the ball.
Let's check that. It's a 37-yard line. That was 10 yards upfield on that one. 37 for Mazama.
I think I led you astray.
First and 10. Vikings from the far side hash now with Aguiar split to the near side of the line of scrimmage. And here comes the sweep to this side, to the 45-yard line, 50 and down. Vikings keep putting the ball on the ground.
Van Gastel on the keeper doing what he does best.
Tyson cutting it outside, didn't fool anybody. Just a complete quarterback sweep, picks up some good yards. Up to near the midfield stripe. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Mazama right at the 50-yard line. Right on the 50. Near side hash mark. Minute 7 left, third period. Vikings by 22. Mazama with a quick snap. Straight up the middle is Anderson. Across the 40, still on his feet. Down finally at the 38.
Blow the horn.
And Trevor Anderson picking up 12 there. Going up the middle. No report of the Henley score against North Bend. I think they started a half hour later than we did. They started at 7:30 tonight. So they may be a bit behind our game. And Klamath Union wrapping up their season with a road trip over to Ashland to take on the Grizzlies tonight. 1st and 10, Mazama at the Marshfield 38. Van Gastel going to be hit for a loss. Wow, all the way back to the 45-yard line. Big loss for Tyson Van Gastel and the Vikings. Vikings won't panic here, though, I don't think. Just regroup. They only lost a yard. Thought they might lose more there as we come to the end of the third period of play. And the Mazama Vikings hold on to a 22-point lead, 37-15, over the Marshfield Pirates as we go to the fourth and final quarter after this 1-minute break.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
We go to the fourth period. Randy Adams, Fast David, and Dennis Langford back in the KRJW studios. Mazama with a football. Start the fourth period, moving it from right to left now. Anderson will move the ball to about the 35 on the first play of the fourth period. Henley in the third period leading North Bend across town at Hill O'Brien Field, 28-17. Gain of 2 for Anderson, 2nd down and 8.
Did you catch that song the pep band was playing during the break?
I did. A little Santana.
Yeah. Almost 50 years ago, the pep band I was in high school was playing the same song.
The one that I haven't heard that I used to hear every single weekend was 25 or 6-4.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that one tonight, but maybe if we request it, we'll get it. 2nd down and 8. Vikings with a sweep to the left-hand side, down to about the 30-yard line. And Gastel with a carry.
That was a great fake. Took a couple of the, oops. I heard a crash down there. I thought a kid fell, but it was just a football. Now the fake by Van Dassel when he was faking the handoff took at least 3 Pirates with it.
4th down and 4. So the Vikes going to have to convert or turn it over on downs here. Mazama in the all-black uniforms tonight with the blue numerals. Come out of the huddle. They need a first down to keep this drive alive. It'll be 4th down and 4 here from the 32.
Back to pass.
And Gastel to
throw. Got a man.
Throws downfield. Ooh. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. First incomplete pass for Tyson Van Gastel tonight.
That ball was thrown about three steps short. He was there, but he had to backpedal a little bit, and he backpedaled right into the defense.
Turnover on downs. Marshfield getting the football back. Down by 22. Not impossibly out of this game yet, especially with the big strike offense they have. They can move the ball downfield quickly with Croft hitting several different receivers tonight. And he will come out and bring his team out 1st and 10. Got a running back behind him. Play action pass going up top. Throws. Has the man at the 45-yard line. Caught. Breaks away across midfield and brought down at the 50. Mazama says they may have a fumble.
Well,
but
before
I think
he hit the ground, they yanked it out of his hands. Let's see what the call is, but maybe they didn't think it was as close as I did up here.
No, it's going to end up Marshfield's ball on the catch.
Wait a minute. We're in the booth. They need to send it to the booth.
Mitchell George, I believe, was the one that made all the yards after the catch. Good effort from him.
That was a great effort.
And that puts the ball already in Mazama territory to the 47-yard line. Well, that pass completion from Croft. Still moving are the Pirates. This one, the quarterback, I thought he might pitch option on that play.
That's what I was waiting for.
And I was waiting for Croft to pitch that ball, never did. And he is hit for a loss.
Well, he must have heard us talking about all the good things he's been doing this game, because kind of had a little mental error on that one.
Loss of 3 for the Pirates there on that play. 2nd down and 13. Down by 22. The Pirates in a hurry to try to get down the field and cut this lead back to a 2-score game. Here's Croft to throw. Looking downfield. And it is caught at the 45. Down to the 44. Not too many yards there, but won't be enough for the first down. Be 3rd down and 7. Rogers on the catch there. 3rd down at the 44, make it the 45-yard line. Viking defense knows it's probably 2-down territory regardless. There's a pump face and then a fake and a pass right over the middle for a first down.
Nice play down to the
34-yard line, and once again, Mitchell George making the catch.
It's a good combo.
Well, it's a tough play to defend because you're biting on the original play action where you're thinking there's a handoff up the middle. A couple of your defenders are already committed.
And to follow up on that, that's why it has to be perfectly executed, because there's no margin for error when you're passing over the middle like that.
1st and 10 at the 34. Croft to throw again. Throws downfield, and is it caught? It is. Down near the 22. Going to have a lot of yards in the air, Marshfield, at the end of this ball game. No doubt about it. Rogers with a catch.
8 minutes to play. First down.
Marshfield working their way downfield. They trail by 22, 37-15. Croft rolls out, looking into the end zone, or the sideline rather, throws, and it's incomplete. Out of bounds, 2nd down. That will stop the clock with 7:42 left in the football game.
Great football game.
Marshfield hasn't quit by any means. They got down by 23. They trail right now by 22. They've, since giving up those initial big lead, they have kept it toe-to-toe with the Vikings here. Lemons is the setback in the formation along with Croft. Lemons goes and gets hit as he goes up the middle, but he gets the ball into the red zone.
Yeah, that trip up. Did you see who stopped him? I didn't catch it.
Did not.
A little sweep at his legs with the right arm kept him from gaining any more, possibly even going in for a touchdown.
Lemons with a burst of speed as he got to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 7 for the Pirates. Once again, Lemons setting to the left-hand side. Back to throw as Crofts out of the shotgun. Throws into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Right corner of the end zone.
That's his favorite spot.
And it will be 4th down.
I think all of their touchdowns through the air have been in the right corner.
So 4th down and 7 at the 19-yard line for Marshfield. They need 7 to keep the football or 19 to score. And once again, Lemons is the setback along with Croft, who takes a snap, looks over the middle, throws.
To nobody.
No, it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Vikings get the football back. Leading by 22, 37-15. And a few minutes away from what we think will be, right now, an undefeated season.
So far, so good.
For the Mazama Vikings in the regular season, looking forward now to the second season, or the postseason, which begins next weekend here in Klamath Falls. Both Mazama and Henley will have home games next week.
And an update on Henley, they just scored and converted. It's 35-17. Hornets.
Hornets leading North Bend. The Bulldogs coming over here to play, also from the Bay Area of Oregon tonight. 1st and 10. Mazama goes straight forward with it. Van Gastel.
The scrum.
Yeah, it was a 22-player rugby scrum there.
That's how you stay warm on a night like this.
Everybody got into the action on that one. Van Gastel picking up 5, though. 2nd down and 5 for the Vikings. CBS Sports Radio brings you Oregon Duck football tomorrow. The Ducks and Cal. Oregon coming into the game in some polls ranked number 8, other polls ranked number 9 in the country. 6-1, looking to go 7-1 tomorrow.
And they more than likely will. It's that first loss of the season that's still hanging over their heads.
Vikings go inside with a nice little run from one of the wings, taking it up to about the 35-yard line. And that'll be a Mazama 1st down.
Where's the horn?
Yeah, it was Hubble.
There it is.
On the carry for Mazama.
Ooh.
We haven't said good evening to Mr. and Mrs. Fullerton in
good
Tennessee
evening,
tonight.
Mr. and Mrs. Fullerton in Tennessee.
We appreciate you tuning in. Bo Fullerton's parents listening in Tennessee. Tune in for every game or watch one of the two. Vikings taking a long time at the line of scrimmage. Come set. Hand off Anderson. And he's
First
got
down.
running room down the sideline. 50, 45, down to the 40, and out of bounds.
At my pole.
I don't know if he got out of bounds. Right near the Marshfield sideline, but it is a 1st down for the Vikings. Mazama's offense is just difficult to stop. First down, Vikes. The ball now in Marshfield territory at the 39-yard line.
Mazama executes so well. They're tough to defend. Marshfield knows what's coming. They might even know who's got the ball, but the movement, the blocking, the routes.
1st down and 10. Mazama goes straight up the middle, and look at this. They're going to get Sano. They go to the left-hand side with a sweep. Still on his feet, out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, the Vikes. Trace Horton. Trace Horton with the run there. Good run for Trace. Into the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 18. And the clock stopped with Horton getting out of bounds. 4:45 left in the contest. Mazama inside the red zone now at the 18-yard line. Trying to punch in some insurance points here in the fourth quarter. Tyson Van Gastel, the quarterback, comes up under center, goes straight forward with it, and boy, does he get some yardage.
What do you think, 5?
Still on his feet, finally down to about the 10. And it'll be second down.
It's 7 that time.
Yeah, he got 7.
Those scrums have been about 5 yards throughout the game.
That's just crazy. Do that just about at will against teams.
A lot of power in all those legs.
They're going to have pretty good success. Gain for Van Gastel of 8. Second down and 2. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Vikings can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. They go again with another Van Gastel plunge.
That should be good for a first down.
Down to about the 6.
Blow the horn.
And another Mazama first down. First and goal, 3:24 left.
And with the deliberate usage of the clock, Mr. Van Gastel will bring his team up slowly and stand there slowly and be patient and professional and utilize as much time off the clock as possible.
I know that when we went over to Marshfield, those players had a long ride back. And Marshfield will have that to deal with tonight.
Yes.
But they have played well in spurts here. Another Van Gastel push. I guess they're just saying try and stop it. Tyson gets it down to about the 1.
Well, nobody can pick it off if you're not putting it in the air. Nobody can recover a fumble if it's not handed off. It's a great way to do it if you've got the line to allow it.
Down to the 1-yard line. That is 3 plays in a row that they've gone straight up the middle with Tyson Van Gastel, a quarterback plunge.
And they've taken 2 minutes to do it.
And it's second and goal at the 1-yard line for Mazama. Leading by 22. Trying to increase that lead here. As they come up to the line of scrimmage. And guess what? They run a quarterback plunge yet again into the end zone for a touchdown. Mazama now leads 43-15 against the defending state champion Marshfield Pirates. Marcus Aloha Ford will attempt point number 44 here shortly. Good snap. Placement is good. And the kick is good. 44-15, Mazama leading this one by 29 with less than 2.5 minutes. 2:06 left in the contest. We'll come back after this 1-minute break.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
There's a good short kick, but a good return.
Yeah, nice return, almost to the 40. It's behind my pole, but we'll see.
Exactly. I think they're going to mark it right at the 40 or just past the 40. Not a bad return at all for Marshfield with 2 minutes left in the football game. Well, 39. First and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Mazama leading at 44-15. We'll have a fairly quick post game. And a reminder that tomorrow on TableRockSports.net, we will have volleyball here from Mazama, 1:45. Mazama hosting North Bend in the first round of the OSAA 4A state tournament here in Klamath Falls. Marshfield going to run on first down to the outside. Nice open field tackle there.
Yeah, quick reverse, and it didn't fool. Who was that? 23?
I believe that was Bodie.
There's no 23, David.
For Mazama?
Yeah, it was Bodie.
Yeah, it's Bodie Norlock, right?
Appears to be.
Bodie Norlock, 5'10", 170, and a junior. He'll be back next year. He's also a pretty good running back, but he doesn't get much of a chance to run with those 3 senior running backs the Vikings have right now. Here is the handoff to Lemons, and he'll get nowhere. And it'll be 3rd down and 7, down to about a minute 13 left in the football game.
Didn't catch the number, but he read that play and he was at full speed almost before he got the ball handed off to him.
Well, Vic Lease, I know, was a little concerned about this game because he said, quite frankly, we've had a hard time with Marshfield the last few years. And Mazama came out and played very disciplined football tonight and win it going away. Here's the ball dropped on 3rd down. Falling on it is Croft.
Yeah, the snap went off to his right. He'd have had one of those basketball 7.5-foot wingspans to cut that one.
And it'll be 4th down. Marshfield will either Hail Mary one down the field on their 4th down play, or
25 seconds and counting.
Punt it away, one of the two. I don't even know if they have to snap it again. They may take a delay of game penalty.
Well, the clock's down to 6 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to walk it off.
Game's over.
Mazama Vikings will win it here 44-15.
Wrapping up an undefeated regular season play.
Fantastic for Mazama. And to do it against the defending state champion Marshfield Pirates, job well done. We'll wrap up our broadcast here from Viking Field after this 2-minute break with the final score once again. Mazama 44 and Marshfield 15.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Well, something you don't see very often at the end of a high school football game, especially the higher classifications you go to, and in a public school.
And in this day and age, but don't get me on my soapbox.
Well, you know, you look out there, and here at midfield after the ball game, David, you've got Mazama and Marshfield, the entire roster on both schools and their coaching staffs, all taking a knee and having a moment together.
It's what it's all about, maintaining an eternal focus and knowing that good competition is what's given to us to excel in this life that we walk here.
So you don't see that very often, and that shows you that these two coaches who have a lot of respect for each other, they work together in the offseason in these OSAA meetings, executive board meetings and whatnot. They're close friends off the field.
And it goes from the top to the bottom. I was listening. I gave up my headset and my microphone to the athletic director. His name again?
Greg Mulkey.
And that was just a tremendous interview. And you could, in just the short time, I'd never met the guy before. Saw him when he walked in. But just in that short time that he spoke, you can feel his passion and his priority of the kids when he spoke. You could just hear it in his voice. He's awesome.
44-15 is our final score.
Indeed.
Mazama wins it. They jumped out to a 23-0 lead and hold on 23-9 at halftime. Win it 44-15. The regular season has come to an end. They did it by doing what they do best, that ground and pound offense. And now, David, it's on to the next. It's the second season that begins next Friday or Saturday right back here at Viking Field.
I'm looking forward to it, and it was nice to put a little bit of a demon issue away with Marshfield, with them knocking us out last year like they did. We were just kind of flat, and they were on. But we played Viking football, and Mazama is the only undefeated team in the league.
And there's an opportunity with the strength of the conference, Henley having a home game for the first round along with Mazama. Even Marshfield may have a home game in the first round of the playoffs if they finish in the top 8. There's a very good possibility that you're going to see Henley versus Marshfield or Henley versus Mazama matchup.
Wouldn't that be something?
In the playoffs
play the Hornets in the playoffs.
Isn't going to happen in the first round,
nope.
But once you get
just win, baby.
Yep, once you get past that first round, it could go anywhere.
Well, a great senior night. Look at this.
Congratulations to the Vikings who go 9-0 on the regular season. They run the table. They win the first Big Sky Conference outright. It is the 10th part of the 10th in a row for Mazama, 9 in a row in Skyline Conference, either a part of or outright championship.
The inaugural Big Sky champion. How's that sound?
And then today with this one, now it's 10
awesome.
For Coach Vic Lease. And congratulations to the Vikings and a job well done. 44-15 the final. Our thanks to in-studio producer Dennis Langford. The executive producer of Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. And the executive producer of CBS Sports Radio is Bob Wynn. We hope you'll join us on Table Rock tomorrow at 1:45. Mazama's Vikes in volleyball action. We'll host.
That should be interesting.
North Bend. We'll have that game on video only. TableRockSports.net. The NFHS Network is where we're going to be tomorrow. NFHS Network.
Say that 3 times fast.
No. This late at night.
It's a little chilly in here. My lips aren't going to be NFHS. No, I can't even say it once.
Hit me up in the morning.
There you go.
Get that better. Anyway, that's tomorrow at 1:45 here at Mazama. If you can make it out, come out and support the volleyballers.
Most definitely. It'll be fun to watch it on your laptop or on your smart TV, but it'd be a lot more fun to come out and root the girls on.
Girls soccer will be right here on the artificial turf in the morning, I believe, at 10 as they take on Molalla. So be here early for a playoff soccer here for the Mazama girls as well here at Viking Field.
Go Vikes.
All right, thanks to you, David, for your hard work. And our final score once again tonight, the Vikings of Mazama 44, the Marshfield Pirates 15. Randy Adams for CBS Sports Radio. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week.